That was good.
So we need a motion to approve the personnel report.
I move to approve the personnel report.
Second.
Motion on the floor to approve the personnel report. And second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Ayes have it. We have to make a motion.
Madam Chair, I make a motion that we, actually discuss and hire, the Charleston group to be actually be our lawyer for the school and the school board. I made that motion based on a lot of the issues that's going on in the county. Our goal and drive is for the children, the parents, and the community. And we yet have had that opportunities to do the things that we need to do going forward. I did research on the two partners, and I think it would represent us really well.
So motion on the floor to hire an attorney. Effective when today, immediately.
Madam Chair.
Keisha Graham.
I don't agree with that because, first of all, he's a criminal attorney, and we need somebody that is good with school board laws as well as EC. And I'm not sure, and I did my research, and I do know that attorney because they're also the attorney for DSS. I think that I understand what you said, Ms. Blue, but we need to make sure that we are operating in excellence because we just don't want to put somebody in there because of us knowing them. We need to know their work ethics. And school board, we need somebody that operates with school board. If he was a school board attorney, I'm confused because he's not a school board attorney for Cumberland, Scotland, Moore, none of the surrounding counties. But we're gonna bring somebody as a criminal attorney to represent the school board, and he's not a school board attorney. And we also need somebody that know the EC laws too. So I'm just not in agreement with that.
Okay, thank you, Rosa.
Madam Chair. I'm so piggybacking on what Keisha said. We really need someone who knows school law, that knows school law. That knows the building aspect of it, the EC aspect of it, and all of the policies. And I understand that they probably can learn, but right now we got 3 new board members, right? And then we're gonna have a new attorney, then we're gonna have a new superintendent, and then we're gonna have a new HR person, then we're gonna have a new auditing person, and then it's too much. I think we need an attorney with some experience, like Keisha said. Now, first of all, I don't know if I want to have an attorney that, the deadline to turn in the application and letter of submittal was July 7th, I think. The Charleston group turned theirs in on July 19th. And then it got turned into the board July 25th. And that's just.
So you saying you didn't have time to read over?
No, I'm just saying that's not it. The deadline. All I'm
Okay.
saying is the deadline was the 7th and everybody else got theirs in. Either on or prior to the 7th.
and they didn't take us serious enough. And handed theirs in on the 19th. How does that look? I mean, that means we can, they will be the lawyers, but they turned this stuff in, and then it got to the board. It probably was turned into you, I don't know who it was turned in first, but then it got turned into the board on the 25th. And so they really should be disqualified. They really shouldn't be on the list because they didn't turn their information in on time. But besides that, regardless of that, there's no one on that group that knows school law. And if we're gonna make a motion tonight, then I would like to think about, what is this, rules? Dr. Shotwell?
Corner and Squirrel.
That, I mean, at least they know school law, at least they have experience. If we're gonna go ahead and do it tonight, Charleston Group has no experience.
Madam Chair,
Yes, ma'am.
the package that we got from the Charleston Group, it stated that the lawyers represent the Board of Education, and they did formally and informally. They do research laws that affect the public schools. I don't wanna say one is better than the other, but at this point, I think they would be the best group to represent this county going forward.
Why?
Because they overall, just like you said about the other group, they may not have, the group that we have now, Tharrington and Smith, they specialize in EC. We have a lady that sat on the board that specialized in EC. When we got here as new board members, the EC department was messed up. So my point is, if they can do research, they give legal advice, they, in the book, if you read it, if you looked over it, they tell the different things that they have done. So it doesn't matter, a lot of times it doesn't matter if somebody have that experience and all of that, if they're not gonna do the job. We was messed up.
Okay, so understand this.
I'm not finished yet, ma'am. I'm still speaking.
Okay.
My pushback is, I feel like that they have not represented us as well as they.
Okay, so they didn't work for EC, they just specialize in EC. So they might have, hold on,
That's my.
okay, I understand, but they may have gone to court, but now the director of EC was supposed to take care of EC. Right, the director and all of the workers at EC, the lawyer just knew EC, so if anything came, that she had to represent, that she represented, but she didn't go in there and work daily.
She didn't work any of those contracts, but I don't wanna get into all that.
Right, but you gotta get the young lady that Ms. McLeod, she came, she brought us contracts, that's what they were supposed to do then. The lawyers don't go and say, hey, I need your contract. The director of the department,
Contract.
I'm sorry,
They were holding contract.
I'm sticking to my guns.
Okay.
Can I speak?
Do you have any, well, hold on a second, Keisha.
All right.
Do you have anything you want to say?
Madam Chair, can you let Keisha finish? So she's the one that. It's on virtual, we want my.
Okay, go ahead, Keisha.
I do understand what you're saying, Ms. Blue, but as an attorney, I can be any type of attorney. I can put anything on paper to make it look good to people to get the job. But what I'm saying is, he's not a school board attorney. And like Rosa said, it's not the attorney job to go in and talk to the directors. It is the superintendent job and everybody above the director to make sure that the directors do what they're supposed to do. There's not the attorney to go in to see what the directors do. So if, my thing is, at the end of the day, we need somebody that do school board, that is familiar with school board attorney, has nothing to do with, what somebody put on paper, because people put stuff on paper and it just to get the job or make it look like they appear to know what they're talking about and they don't know what they're talking about. Then we back in the mess again. You know, my thing is, regardless of Sprues or whoever, they did represent with identifying that they know school law.
But that was on paper too.
But you can research. Did you research? If you didn't research and you just going by what somebody said that no Charleston group, you know, I know they do criminal because I've worked with them. I worked with them at DSS for 5 years. So I know they do criminal and they do DSS, but I've never known them do school board. But that's the case, they would have did, like I said, they would have represented schools around surrounding counties if they was a school board attorney.
And we have Dr. Shotwell, the other one, so, I mean, it's not, I think he's been in education for 30 years, so if he knows them and know that they've done school law, then it's just not hearsay, it's just not written on paper.
No disrespect to Dr. Shotwell, but this is board.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying, working, you were saying that could have been, they could have been just put on paper too. I'm saying if he, right, I'm saying, but if he knows them and he worked with them, it's just not put on paper. They did school law. I'm not just trying to, I'm just saying they did school law.
Ruben.
Madam Chair, you know, life is like a dominoes effect. Every time we make a decision, something's going to happen. We're about to hit Wednesday. One day away from Thursday. I mean, I gotta say, I've done a lot of praying about this, and I don't think there's any harm right now based on everything that's going on interviewing both law firms. And if it's the Charleston that's the most qualified, we go with them. We're talking about literally just one day more before. And I would feel myself more comfortable to. We haven't even met these people. At least I haven't. We haven't even met them. If it's the Charleston company law firm, so be it. But I would feel more comfortable at least meeting to get a good feeling on it. Everything that's happening, I think we can handle it if we got the right people in place. Because we're making major decisions here for everything we do. Everything we decide on is going to have an effect one way or the other. And ultimately, I pledged to the people of the county that I was going to be for students first and parents always. This is something that we have to keep in the most front. I see no harm in just waiting one more day, and at least we will have Keisha with us. To be quite honest with you, I mean, I'm not boosting on myself, but I'm a pretty good judge of character. But I have to be able to see you when I'm asking you a question. I don't even know what these people look like. I'm just being honest. I just feel that one more day is not long. I didn't know you. I didn't know Vice Chair, and when I got to meet you, I knew you. It was different, and I think we need to take this same approach. Everybody thought different about me until they met me, and so this is the approach I would like for us to take as the board. Is that we only got one more day. One more day, Madam Chair. If there's no other questions, I would like to move to table this till Thursday. I see no harm in this. I don't know, Rob Malone, is this a proper motion or not? But, I said, again, this is just me. If the majority wants it, then so be it. But I don't think we could potentially I remember what Ron Malone, indicated to us that hiring the law firm is just as important as hiring a superintendent. We put a lot of effort in hiring a superintendent, and we're that much close now. And I would like for this board to take the same effort we've been, putting on hiring a superintendent on the law firm. One day is not gonna kill us. It just, I don't think it will.
A second, what was the motion?
I don't remember there being a motion.
Madam Chair, I move to table the hiring of the law firm to Thursday as scheduled.
Madam Chair, I second Ruben's motion.
Motion on the floor has been moved and second. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Aye. Ayes have it. Need a motion to adjourn?
Madam Chair, move to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? The meeting is adjourned.